Okay, these are literal equations, meaning that we have a lot of variables instead of just one variable, like most of our problems have been. So when you see this one, this is a regular equation that you would do. That's one step. If I wanted to solve for x, x has got 5 with it, so I would subtract the 5 away, and that would give me 3. So if I come over here, this is a literal equation, and I'm solving for x. The part on the side with x that we don't want is b. So we, just like this is added and this one was added, we subtract, we're going to subtract here. Just because you see a variable does not mean that you do not use the same process or procedure for solving. So now, a minus b is not like. I can't do that math like I can 8 minus 5. But I can write down x is equal to a minus b and just write it like that, which is what I do. So, here's another one. I've got x plus b equals a, and instead of solving for x this time, I'm solving for b. Okay, so I've just changed the variable up, whichever one it is I'm solving for, that's it. So I want to leave b here because that's what I'm solving for, so I move the x. This is a positive x, so I subtract it away. And this time b is equal to a minus x. All right, here's a regular equation, regular looking equation that we have done in the past. 5x equals 15 divided by 5, x is 3. All right, if I'm solving for k, I do the same thing, and I've got p on this side instead of a number. So I'm solving for k. The part that I need to remove again is 5, so I'm going to divide by negative 5. Now my answer is going to be p divided by negative 5. Here's a regular equation. Once again, 2x minus 6 equals 22. I would add 6, then I would divide by 2 and get my answer. Same thing, I'm solving for b this time. The difference is I had 22 on the right side. Now I've got a variable. It's done the same process. I add 5, and instead of writing some number like I do here, 28, c plus 5 is just c plus 5. I have 2b, I divide by 2, I divide this by 2. I just can't do that math because I don't know what c is, so I just write it just like it turns out. c plus 5 over 2. Here's another example. The regular equation, negative 40 equals 4 minus 10b. I'm solving for b. You see there's only one variable. You subtract the 4, move it over here, get negative 44. Equals negative 10b, divide by negative 10 on both sides, you get your answer. I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to come over, I'm going to solve for p. Alright, this is the side p's on, so this is the side where I've got to move things. So I'm going to move the 14 first. 6a minus 14 is what I'm left with. I can't put it together, they're not like. I just write 6a minus 14 equals negative 2p. My next step is to divide by negative 2, so I divide by negative 2. Now, the only thing is here, I can take 6 and divide it by negative 2, so I do. That's negative 3a. And 14 divided by negative 2 is 7. And that is my answer. Here's a regular equation where you would distribute first. Going to come over to my literal equation and distribute. Same way. Then I'm going to add my 8. To move it, I'm solving for c. So I'm going to take negative 24x and move it. It's the part that needs to move. It was positive 24, so I subtract it. Now I have m minus 24x. Much the same as I come over here and divide, then I'm going to come over here and divide. And that's my answer. Now, you have seen textbooks leave it just like this. Sometimes, because this is something that can be simplified, sometimes it is. So it's m over 6, you leave that one alone, minus, and 24 over 6 is 4. So either of these answers are correct.